Hi, are you ready to learn a little bit about Bangladesh? I wanted to share my travel and my adventure with everybody. I had the opportunity to attend my friend's wedding from Canada in Bangladesh, and I got to stay with their family in their family home. It was an adventure that I will always cherish. I learned so much, and I wanted to share those times with you. So I did upload a video. It was called The Crying Bride. I uploaded that to TikTok. It received 1.1 million views, nearly 100,000 likes, and just about 6,000 comments. I did go live the other night with Demon and Pooja so that they could answer many of the questions, many of them the same. Mostly, was this an arranged marriage or a forced marriage? This was not. It was a love marriage, but they will speak about the difference. Also, a little bit of a discussion about dowries. And I wanted to put together that video for you if you missed it. We learned a lot, and there's still a lot more to learn. So I hope you can sit back and enjoy and learn a little bit about Bangladesh. Have fun.
So much. Yeah, so we'll be discussing about some questions and comments you have on the video that Stacy posted. I think 1 month ago, right? Roughly.
Yeah, about a month ago.
About a month.
A month or more than that, right?
Yeah.
So we are planning to have this video for a long time, but unfortunately I got into an accident. And I had a surgery, so it took a little bit longer time to join the live and answer all of your questions and concerns you have regarding that video.
There, I remember when you dropped me off at the airport, and you said, "I can't believe you made the 2 weeks. I thought you were going to be sending me home after a week."
Yeah.
Come on, give me some.
Stacy joined us in our marriage, which happened in 2018 on February. And she was extremely excited to visit our country and join in our marriage. And
it's okay.
Like at that time, it was like I was kind of thinking that, okay, I'm taking her for 2 weeks, so most probably I have to put her in plane after maybe a few days. Because the culture is different, the environment is different. Here in Canada, the lowest temperature is roughly around like minus 50 degrees Celsius highest, or sometimes it goes to, I think last year or before last year, it went to minus 53 or something, right? It's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Celsius.
Even though she got so many rashes on her skin.
By the time we were done.
And in our country, the lowest temperature we got in our history, which is roughly I think 5 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
positive.
Positive,
Not even
yeah.
negative,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we never got into negative in our country.
Yeah.
And the maximum temperature we get in summertime is around like 40 to 45 degrees Celsius always. And we have lots of humidity, so you sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so
Sweat.
foggy every morning. I loved
Yeah.
that though. It was so cool to see the
Yeah.
fog in the morning.
Yeah, but it's good for your skin though. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you will lose a lot of minerals.
Yeah.
A lot of minerals.
Yeah.
We stayed 28 days, which
Yeah.
is so like.
Wanna go? Yeah.
Yeah, we are planning to
We're
go to our
planning
back
to go
home
back
next year,
home. Yeah. Might be January or February, end of February, if everything will
Most
be
probably,
okay.
yeah. If everything is okay and we got a permission, like
With COVID.
with COVID and everything,
Yeah.
then we are planning to visit our country sometime next year in winter, like sometime in February maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'd love to go
Yeah,
back.
because the last time we went after our marriage, we came here and she came here on 2018 April, and after that we just went back home just for one time.
And we stayed 28 days, which
Yeah.
is so like compact for us because
Yeah.
we could not spend so many times with our families. We spent almost 48 hours in
in plane journey.
plane journey. 48 hours.
Because
Yeah,
we-
takes up.
Yeah,
That's a
we-
long journey.
Yeah, we had to go from here to Vancouver to Nanjing to Kunming
How
to
long
our
is the
capital.
flight?
Oh, how long
It
is
was, I
the
think,
48 hours, but we
48
had to
hours.
stay in China for 17 hours.
Yeah.
So we stayed China for 17 hours and rest is like
Yeah, on the air, I think we were almost, I will say, roughly around 20-21 hours.
or
maybe
more
little
than
more.
that.
Yeah.
More than 30 or something like that.
Close to there.
Close
yeah,
to 30.
Close to there.
Because
Yeah.
48 hours and we stayed 17 hours in China, so it's around 29 to 30 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we go back home, we spend like 3 to 4 days to go there and 3 to 4 days to come back here. So
Oh.
we kind of like, if we don't take full 1 month vacation, like it doesn't actually like do good to us, and
Yeah.
because we have to spend almost like
Close enough.
7 to 8 days just for travel. Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you don't catch your flight.
Then if
Yeah.
Oh
you
my
miss it-
God. That's one thing I got to tell you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Remember when I was leaving Bangladesh
Yeah.
from Dhaka,
Okay.
Yeah.
we were all standing in line up in the queues.
Yeah.
And I was right at the front of the queue, and I was waiting, like in North America, I was waiting for somebody to, take my passport, check my passport, file in nice and neat. And they opened the doors, and I'm standing waiting, and everybody just went right around me and through the doors and onto the plane. I was like, what the hell? Okay, I guess I'm going. Nobody's checking your passport or anything.
No.
Then I get on the plane and
Yeah.
we're sitting there and we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I think we were on the tarmac for 2 hours,
Yeah.
and we were even out like waiting to take off, and then they
Yeah.
turned the plane around. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. I think in
And they
go
let
ahead.
somebody on the plane that wasn't supposed to be on the plane.
That's
So we
right.
had to get him off and the other
Yeah.
person on. They had to refuel.
Yeah.
So by the time we got to Turkey,
Okay.
You lost your flight.
we missed our flight and I had to stay. I was pissed.
Oh.
I was trying to answer some more. But the biggest question was this forced marriage? Was this an arranged marriage? On that,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
5,600 comments.
Comments. Yeah.
That, and I was trying like crazy to keep up with the answering people, and I didn't get to everybody's today. I was trying to answer some more. But the biggest question was this forced marriage? Was
Yeah.
this an arranged marriage?
Pictures and videos. Stacy posted all the videos, I believe, right?
Not all, trust me.
She has. Okay.
Yeah, we
Have you
some-
seen all the pictures and videos? Stacy posted all the videos, I believe, right?
Not all, trust me.
She has like
Thousands.
Thousands.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have shared few of them,
Quite
right?
a few, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And your holiday night.
Howdy night, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Healthy night means like
Pre-wedding party? Not
kind
pre-wedding.
of pre-wedding and
Pre-wedding.
It's kind of like our stag and stagette? Because we did
No,
yours.
just was on
Sorry?
TikTok.
We did yours.
We did
Okay.
ours. So basically, we put turmeric in our body.
Just on TikToks.
Okay.
Like this, like we put turmeric in our body. The raw one.
Yeah, was that the Haldi night?
That's the
That's
kind
when
of.
I
I-
got turmeric too.
Yeah.
I'll let her know to share more pictures and videos. Stacy,
Yeah.
to father, like just
Oh.
share more videos and pictures. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's
Okay.
lots.
Jankrat Giant.
503 is kind of summer in Canada, right?
Yeah, it is.
But for me, it was like horrible, like so cold. Oh my god.
And,
Because we got married on February 5th.
right, I came back before you,
Yeah, and she came here on April 3rd. So
April 3rd.
technically,
Oh,
it's like 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when did you come back?
Oh, I came back end of February.
Yeah, so
Okay.
March. So
I'm-
that's why I'm thinking a month, because it was a
Yeah.
month after you got
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I'm thinking the same. way.
Poor Pooja came to Canada in April and it was still cold. I remember you had like what, 3 pairs of pants, 5 shirts. She's wearing all these clothes.
And
Oh my god, it's so cold
And-
out
Oh,
there.
thank you for letting us share your day. Oh, that's sweet.
Okay.
Even it was like very good weather. Like it was since like April 3rd, and the temperature was roughly around
No, it was snowing.
5 or 3.
It was snowing at that
Minus
time.
a 5 or 3 is kind of summer in Canada, right?
Yeah, it is.
But for me, it was like horrible, like so cold. Oh my god.
And I think
One day I stayed outside and waiting for someone. I was so scared.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, you moved from, so Bangladesh has 1.26 thousand people per square kilometer.
Exactly.
And
Roughly.
Canada
Like
has
approximately.
4 people per
Yeah,
square
yeah.
kilometer. So
Kilometer.
you moved from such a like
Changed.
so dense population to
Yeah.
a town of 700 people. Like
Exactly.
poor thing, that's as many people as in your square block.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Or maybe in the same building.
in the
Yeah,
same,
in the same
like
building.
same apartment, yeah.
hmm
So.
Yeah. It was tough time. Like
At the time, I was just looking for someone like to talk and share my things. Yeah.
Yes.
Even though I was like staying for a few days with Erin.
Oh yeah, you did go over
Yeah.
to Darren's. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
sweet of her.
It's almost two weeks. or
She
more
was
than
like
2
a
weeks.
babysitter for you
Yeah,
through the day.
kind of. And she tried to feed me, so me she cooked that and this, but for some reason, like
Yeah.
you know, our food cultures and
Put you
everything,
on
right?
there.
Yeah.
And the first time she tasted like Canadian food.
Canadian food.
Like our food is extremely spicy.
Spicy.
Oh.
And I do like spicy
Bland.
food, right? Yeah. So
But
Erin tried to like feed me all the time. She cooked
Yeah.
this and that.
So he asked, what brought you to Canada?
Mm-hmm.
What brought you to Canada? I think.
So I can go ahead.
Yeah, sure, go
and
ahead.
answer this question.
Yeah,
So, I did my engineering back home. I did my bachelor there, and I applied different universities to go for my master's education. And eventually, I got my acceptance in University of Regina, where I'm living right now, and then I just came here with a study visa, and I completed my master's, and then I was working in different places. Eventually, I joined a company that I'm working now, and I will say like just to enhance my education and also maybe try a different culture, try a different environment.
They want to see you. They don't want to see me.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Then I was really surprised with like everybody is very well educated,
Yeah.
but you were. But then there was a hard time getting a job though.
Happens like typically what happens after having a higher education in our country, the work opportunities obviously know about it. Our economy is not that great. We are developing. We are
Developing
working
country.
really hard to
Hard.
make our life better. But still we are struggling, and we have a long way to go to improve our economy. So what happens, like typically what happens after having a higher education in our country, the work opportunity we have much less
Compact.
than how many people are graduating.
Yeah.
So, and also like in our country, we have some other issues as well, but we are working on it. We are developing over there.
And unemployment is a big issue nowadays in our country, right?
Yes, like
Yeah.
we have like unemployment issues. If you compare like if I compare my childhood with now,
It
things
has been
improved a lot.
it
Things
has been
improved.
improved.
Yeah.
Still, it is improving, but not much actually.
Yeah, you would say, I can say that. Like every developing country.
They could have improved more than that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do more. We are working really hard now, and most probably in 50 years, we can see a much better picture.
Yeah. So how did you meet?
It's a kind of a.
Actually, we met through social media. First of all,
I will say like in a little.
there is so
different
many.
way,
Yeah, because he tried so
Yeah,
many
because-
times. And
So many times.
yeah, he tried.
I
3
remember
years.
that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so what happened actually like her brother, the
Like a
university.
mutual friend.
Yeah, the university her brother was studying. My roommate in Canada studied in the same university and the same year, but in a
I
different
was
department
also
though.
studying the same university at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
somehow at that time I was kind of looking
Prepared.
for someone that I can just be kind of familiar with and discuss about our plans for future and see, just for finding someone. So my roommate told me like, okay, I have my friend's sister in my back home. She's studying at the university. If you want to talk to her. So then I actually.
He tried?
Yeah, I started communicating.
He tried first time.
Yeah, I started
And then-
I started communicating with her family,
Okay.
but I got
Eventually,
rejected
he
2
talked
times.
with my mom.
You got rejected 2 times
times.
Eventually, he talked with my mom.
Yeah.
And my
because he
mom-
was trying with you and you weren't falling for it.
Oh, no, he sent me a friend request,
Yeah.
and I think it went through the spam or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he contacted with my girlfriend, and she told me someone is really interested with you. And I said, okay, send me the pictures and who is she. Send me the profile and everything. And I think by that time you texted me that okay, I wanna talk with you and something like that.
Yeah.
And I said, what did I say?
What should I
She
say?
said actually like just say no. She said to her friend that.
Oh,
just
I
say
said
no.
to my girlfriend that's
just say no.
say no.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah.
And
so,
it was the first time, and then second time he tried again. I rejected him again, and the third time
Yeah.
I said, okay, we may have
can
some
chat.
talk, and we had some great conversation.
You were
Yeah.
persistent.
I'm like Robert Bruce. So I tried 3
Tried,
times
yeah.
and eventually it would work and we started having chat. We are starting having video chatting and everything. We started discussing about our likes, dislikes, what we're
Yeah.
planning for our future, like what she wants to do, what I want to do, and all these things. And
Yeah.
eventually it kind of will get connected and we started chatting. I think sometime in 2017.
Persistence pays off, he says.
On January 9th, and then we talked for almost like 1 year.
Not
and
really talk like we were kind of in a relationship.
We
He-
talked and we got into a relationship
Relationship,
and
yeah.
eventually got married next year on February 5th.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
almost, I would say, 1 year and 1 month.
Yeah.
Like-
Right away we got into a relationship.
One thing I would like to let them know that we had made our own decision before I let our family know about that.
Yeah.
So after we decided that okay, we are ready to go, and he asked his parents and me too, and then we got married.
Yeah.
And I think there's some questions regarding that. Like
Oh,
how-
Lord.
And I will
Everybody.
explain. I will explain.
How
Yeah.
arranged marriage works, how love marriage works in
Yeah.
our country,
Yeah.
how forced marriage works in
Yeah.
our country, And we
And
got some
I have seen so many comments like that. Is she being forced? So I'm gonna answer these questions.
Yeah.
So answer it now. Like
Yeah.
I mean, there's only they're on. Answer it. We probably have to answer it again, but I want to read this. He said, Stacy raves about Bangladesh. She convinced me to go eventually. Every country has issues.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, every country has issues. If we
issues.
talk about like political things, developed countries and developing countries, everyone is having issues, but the type of issues are different.
Different, yeah.
Like we are struggling financially, socially, and other things. The developed countries are struggling in a different way.
Yeah.
So everyone is like having issues in their life, in their society. So the thing is like, are we courageous enough to face those issues and try to solve it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But every time we talk about it, it's like, we think, oh, this would solve it. Well, no, that's not going to solve it because there's this issue. It's like, it's just a big,
Yeah, big things.
oh.
Yeah.
One of the other questions was about,
5 years old with them is not really easy things to leave them, right?
right?
And apart from that, in the meantime, I got my visa, right?
No, she got actually rejected for the travel visa.
No. After we got married, I got my visa, right?
No, she didn't get it because I applied for it and submitted like
Again.
this amount of documentation.
Yeah.
And eventually government actually rejected me.
Oh.
And they said, no, she cannot come.
The way I cried, my mom cried like that, and I really did get overwhelmed because I felt that I'm going to leave my parents, as I stayed like 25 years old with them. It's not really easy things to leave them, right? Cried and cried, yeah.
Yeah.
The fur father says when you were crying because you were leaving your family, it was so beautiful to me. That family love. Yeah.
Because in our country, like the relationship between people.
We
and
are
the
morely
family
like
members,
family oriented,
It's
right?
extremely
Way
Yeah.
more
That's
than
true.
here.
Yeah.
Here in North America, right, when you guys are like 18 years old, you can like live
We're
your
all
own
like,
life.
see ya!
Yeah. And you can just also notice that like everyone is just cried, and I felt so bad for them. And I just cried like that. I could have cried gently.
I could have cried gently.
Yeah,
You're not really thinking, oh, I shouldn't cry so hard.
I just could not control myself.
Yeah.
Even though after that when I saw this video, I was really like, I just laughed like, oh, I cried like that. Really?
Yeah, because the people,
I was really wondering, no, it's not me.
Aw.
And I can recall that time I cried for 2 hours, right?
You cried most of the way to the airport. By the
Yeah.
time we got you to the airport, you calmed
And we
down.
had to wait for an hour.
At the airport, we
Yeah.
had to wait for a bit, yeah.
yeah, because if
Okay.
she
And I
like
just
continues
cried.
to cry, the pilot will not start.
I just cried and cried, yeah.
Yeah.
The fur father says when you were crying because you were leaving your family, it was so beautiful to me. That family love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in our country, like the relationship between people.
We
and
are
the
morely
family
like
members,
family oriented,
It's
right?
extremely
way
Yeah.
more
best,
than
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Here in North America, right, when you guys are like 18 years old, you can like live
We're
your
all
own
like,
life.
see ya! I'm out of here!
But still, my brother, he's still staying with my mom. He also has his daughter and his wife with him, but they
They stay
all
together.
like
Yeah.
stay together yet.
Yeah.
And he will be staying together.
So in that video, that was your uncle that was walking
He
with
hugged me.
you.
Yeah, he was.
And
my
then your brother was kind of back to the left-hand side
Yeah.
of you, and
Yeah.
then your dad, of course.
Yeah.
That's when it
I
got
just hugged
me,
him
like,
tight and
Oh.
I cried like, oh my dad,
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
want to leave you.
Oh.
I said that things actually at that time. I just cried and Dhiman was really so sad. He was
I was
upset.
sad, but I didn't cry.
No. And I was sitting behind you guys in the van, and you were still, actually, I put the van, once we got in the van, I put that together with this video, so, and it's on my YouTube. So go to my YouTube and you'll see more more of that. It's okay. You don't have to show me.
Okay.
But yeah, once we got in the van, and I remember patting Demon. Oh, I remember patting you on the back, like, I'm sorry, my friend.
Yeah, so one question I think it came up, like, did I cry?
Did he cry?
Did he cry? He was not cry because he was really excited because he was waiting for 3
Eventually I
years.
succeeded, right?
Yeah.
He tried 3 years and then after all he got married, so he was super excited.
Yeah.
But he really felt bad for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I was crying internally.
Yeah.
Kind of what is arranged marriage, what is like love marriage in our country, what is kind of forced, what is kind of semi-arranged marriage, or maybe
Like-
semi-love marriage.
Yeah.
So basically, I can maybe I can explain these things a little bit in a more easier way.
But
Yeah.
ours marriage was not like arranged at
Yeah.
that moment of time because as we had decided that okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna get married.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here I think in North America, you have a kind of concept. Maybe that's I'm guessing that like lots of people think that it's arranged means it's kind of forced.
Not really.
That's I'm guessing that like lots of people think that it's arranged means it's kind of forced.
Not
So
really
arrange
forced,
is
yeah.
kind of like the family is arranging without having a full or free consent from the girls and boys, right?
Right.
So it's not actually 100% right, because what happens in our country, if we discuss about the arranged marriage, typically friends and relatives plays a very, very important role.
In
And
general,
they kind of goes through the referral program.
Yeah.
And what they typically do, they like, let's say for example, I have my relative, she has a relative, they are kind of closely connected. I'm just giving example. They're kind of closely connected. So whenever the boys and girls are ready to marry, they are kind of established now. They are looking for brides or groom to get married. So they kind of refer someone, let's say Pooja's relative referred to my relative, that
Right.
there is a girl over there. If you want to talk to her, if you want to talk to their family and see if you are compatible, and you can just go ahead and see if you can get married. So-
in general sense, like marriages in Bangladesh are
Yeah, in
not
like-
really like arranged by like the couple concerned.
Yeah.
Okay, like by their family
Not-
elders and relatives. Like I'm talking
I-
about arranged marriage, right?
Like if you say about arranged marriage, it goes differently in different classes of the
Process,
society.
yeah.
So if you even different places of the country, like if you go in especially in rural areas, the consent is different than the urban areas.
Right.
Yeah,
So if I discuss about that, go back to my like definition of arranged marriage. So let's say her relative referred to my relative and says, okay, there is a good girl and good boy. If you want to go ahead and talk and see if you're compatible, then the two families, the parents start talking to each other.
Yeah.
And they go visit and they talk, and it is based on the compatibility based on different factors. Like
And-
one is social standing, second one is economical, third one is education, and there's some other factors as well.
Right.
So what they typically do, they talk to each other and they say, okay, maybe we are compatible now. We can go ahead and see if the boys and girls like each other or not.
Okay.
And also usually involves some sort of like bride wealth or dowry obligations.
That actually
Yeah.
happens in our country. So
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happens like then?
Most of the people like prefer that. Right?
Yeah, so
Still-
then like the bride and groom started like having the conversation with each other, and the conversation go for long. It can go for 3 months, it can go for like 1 year, it can go
It
for
might be
1
for
and a half
1 day,
year.
2 days.
Or
Yeah.
2
it can
days.
go long or short.
And
there's-
either one can say no.
Say
I
no,
don't want
yeah.
this.
So if the boy says, okay, now she's a good girl, but she's not compatible with me, so then it's no. So the family cannot do anything.
Right.
So it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. The referral program is zero.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. We are usually terrible at picking. You know, that's a funny comment because I actually said when I was there, man, maybe I need to get my parents to pick me somebody because I don't seem to be doing so well. Maybe they'll do better.
And another reason behind it, like if you go back in 50 years, we had a lot of early age marriage. So where
Like child marriage.
I would say child marriage or maybe
But
early.
it depends. Like the family who is like financially deprived, most of the like the child marriage happen to them,
to
right?
those families.
Those
So
families.
what happens at that time, like if I go back in like 30 or 50 years
It's
back, so a lot of families, their parents, at that time, like if I go back in like 30 or 50 years
It's
back, so a lot of families, their parents, they used to think that girls or boys are not matured enough to take that decision by themselves.
Oh, yeah.
So she is only like 18 years or 19 or 20 years
So they
old.
kind
She
of
doesn't have
insist them to get married.
yeah, so she
Jeez.
doesn't have enough life experience to take her decision. So that thing actually came up. It's kind of the parents wants to do good to their children, so they don't want them to fall into a bad decision in their life. So
Yeah.
they talk with each other, they see compatibility,
Yeah.
and eventually if the boys and girls agree after talking to each other, eventually they get married.
Yeah.
But this is actually this thing happens. Bad thing also happens.
But still it happens because like I did a quick research, Stacy, last night, and
Yeah.
I have seen that like according to UN, that said Bangladesh has an like 51% child marriage rate. So 1993 to 2014, like the ratio is pretty much same. But after that, it has been changed, not like fully changed, like it's changing still. But demand so that it's kind of 26% to 30%, right?
That kind of, yeah. So
Yeah.
one thing is there, like for the arranged marriage things, like another thing is there for the arranged marriage influence, which is in our country, our marriage is kind of, we want to go with the same like race or same religion. So I'm in a specific religion. Typically, my family doesn't want to go in a different religion.
Okay.
And even in our
It's quite impossible,
yeah.
not typically. It's
This
quite,
is quite
impossible
because
for
society
us.
doesn't quite
yeah.
allow that, and
Yeah.
the family members also doesn't allow
Allow that.
Okay.
So like nowadays is improving, like people are getting
Yeah.
into cross religious things,
But
cross
they
caste
even-
things, but
Interracial. And,
interracial or interreligious or whatever.
okay.
If I go back in 30 years, like when like I was like in my childhood, even in our religion we used to have caste marriage, so we cannot go in different castes. We have
Caste.
to have our own caste.
Yeah, the
and-
caste system.
Yeah, so after 20 to 25 years, now people are not very concerned about those things. People are concerned about, okay, the boy is doing good, is he a good person or not? He is like established or not? He is well educated or not? So those kind of parameters are more important than the caste now.
Yeah.
So
Good.
if you go ahead after 30 years, maybe we will have lots of interreligion like marriage, because now people are kind of very afraid, or people are afraid, families are afraid, or maybe they're a little bit of concerned that, okay, if I do in a cross-religious marriage, the society will say, it's kind of societal pressure, right?
Yeah.
And it happens every country. If you go in North American countries, sometimes we kind of afraid of the society, right? What people will think about me if I
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
So those things are actually kind of
Getting out of the norm.
yeah. But we are actually improving on that. And also, like if I go back to my arranged marriage, like in our country, we don't have like common law kind of practice. So we don't live together. We don't know like how we will feel and act when you live together.
Yeah.
So our decision is based on mainly kind of dates, and which are soft kind of dates, and kind of talking and all this thing. We don't live together in our country because
Yeah.
it's extremely
It's offensive.
offensive to the
For
society
the
and the
society, to the
family.
society and family as well. Like no one gonna treat you in a proper way. If anyone see that like you guys are live together, then people will be
Yeah,
frustrated.
it's the same thing if I go in North American cultures like 100 or 150 years back, right?
So this
However,
this
like-
guy says, my brother is Bengali.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is in love with a Chinese woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is afraid to tell our parents. What
Um,
advice do you have for
My
him?
brother in Bangladesh, he is in love with Chinese woman.
Uh,
He is afraid to tell
So
our parents. Okay.
What advice do you have for him?
Dhiman, go ahead.
I think like my advice would be like if you really love her,
You should go ahead with
at
her.
least you should go ahead with her. Tell your parents, and your parents will understand, right? And eventually will try to convince them. And if you cannot convince them, then take your decision. Right?
And I also saw
If you
so
really
many
love her,
people,
go ahead
like
with her.
from our back home, who got married, like the white girl. There is so many people, so you are good to go with her.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
take your decision who is more important, right?
Yeah.
So
I
if
think,
you
and the
you're
more it
fine-
happens, right, it becomes more normal,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, it like right now we are still like, as I said, like we are still having a lot of things that we need to
It can be taken
need
couple
to be
hours,
prepared.
like years, but it will be okay, right?
Yeah,
And Bangladeshi parents are so good.
Oh,
eventually they'll accept. Yeah.
yeah, they will accept.
thank you for your question. Thank you for your feedback, he says.
Yeah. However, like in general sense, like arranged marriages is like pretty common in our country, right?
I think 80%.
80% are, yeah.
80%.
Yeah, that's my guess though.
Yeah.
Based on my
Well,
experience, but I
And
don't
it's
have
it's
exact
just
numbers.
practiced by all the communities. For instance, like Hindu, Muslims, Christians, all the communities.
So one misconception I want to raise again, that arrange is not forced.
Forced?
Arrange
Yeah.
means like parents agreed, bride and grooms agreed, then it goes to the final destination.
Exactly.
Without their full and free consent, they cannot take that decision.
Right.
If they don't have the full and free consent, it's kind of forced marriage, and it also happens in our country.
It happens. It happens
happens
pretty
in our
often,
country
honestly.
for different reasons. If
Yeah.
you go in rural areas,
Forced
or
marriage.
people with less economical like power, or people with less literacy, people with less like different parameters, I would say, like socio-economical parameters. It happens in rural areas,
Exactly.
but still it happens. Yeah, but we are improving on it though. Yeah.
So I remember when we were at the airport just after we left, after the crying video, and we got to the airport.
A girl waited, yeah.
There was a poster there, and I
Okay.
do have a picture. I took a picture of the poster
Okay.
because it was advocating that if you're feeling pressured to get married, that you shouldn't feel pressured, and it's okay to say no. But if you're feeling pressured by your family,
Yeah.
then it's okay to say no.
No.
And I thought, wow, that was really interesting. And so it's starting to change, but like you said, it's still about 80%, eh? And 51% child marriage, you said?
51% according to UN, but,
But
it's like
kind of because we don't have very accurate statistics.
statistics.
So every report, if you see, they will say different things. So
Yeah.
someone will say 50,
Someone
someone will
says
say
56,
75, someone will
five.
say 48. So
Okay.
you can just go ahead in
Yeah.
between, right?
Yeah.
50 to 60 is the safest bet, right?
So we have another question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you are the same religion?
Yeah, we
Are you?
They're the same
We are.
religion, yes.
Are you able to have a temple to practice in Canada?
We have temple.
We have 2 temples up there, 2 or 1.
We go to one of them.
One of no, not really. We went there for 2 times occasionally, and we are not really so.
We follow religion just to have kind of happiness, not thinking that we'll do good in our next life.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we do not do it in a proper way. We just like
We follow religions. We try to join in every festival or celebration.
yeah, for the celebration.
But if you call us a very religious person or not,
Not, we are not.
I'm in doubt maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm certain I'm not.
you're certain. Hindu though, both.
Yeah.
But you're both
We
Hindu.
are like in our country, like we have mainly 4 religion, like
Hindu,
the
Muslim.
major religion is Muslim, then we have Hindu, then we have Christian, then we got Buddhist, so
Buddhist,
4.
And I remember, I put one of the videos on the TikTok when we had stopped. We were doing we had supper, started to dance, and then at 6 o'clock, all the music stopped, everything stopped because the Muslim, is that
Azan.
prayer time?
It's called
Yeah,
Azan.
that's right.
It's called what?
Azan.
Azan? So is that prayer time for
Yeah, you
for
have to be
Muslim?
you have to be
For
keep
that
silent.
religion, yeah.
So everything, I thought that was
You have to be.
really nice.
Doesn't
that
matter,
a
like-
Hindu wedding stopped
Yeah.
for silence, in honor of another religion.
Another religion.
Yeah.
I
It's
thought
kind
that
of
was
a
wonderful.
Yeah, it is kind of a mutual respect, because at the end of the day we are living together, right? Staying together.
And everyone
See,
should do
isn't
that.
that amazing? It's a third world developing country, and
Yeah.
you seem to, you work well that way.
Yeah.
I love
We all
that.
should respect each other, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And in the morning, your mom, and we were talking about this the other day. Your mom's goes through all the rituals in the morning. I loved that, to see her picking the flowers and
Yeah.
and I was gonna say we should grab the phone and show everybody your little
Yeah,
your little
my,
area.
my mom is extremely religious.
Yeah.
My dad is not that much. My sisters are religious. My brother
He's
is
quite
religious.
liberal, your dad.
No, like religious people are also liberal.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that
But he is
I'm saying that
very
he's
liberal.
not religious and
Yeah.
he's not.
My mom as well.
That is very
She does.
respectful.
She
I
follows
wish we
everything.
did that here more. Yeah, I agree. The fur father, yes.
Yeah. Marriage is love marriage. So you love someone and
But
you
some
decided to go ahead with her or him,
Mhm.
and you just married without having a consent from your parents. So it's done. It's done. Your
But-
parents doesn't have to anything to say. But we
No,
have a
no,
kind
no,
of
no.
we have a kind of in between. I will call it a hybrid marriage, or maybe
Hybrid?
yeah, or maybe semi-arranged or semi-love, where like the boys and girls are let's say they fell in love, they are falling in extreme love, but at the end of the day they need a consent from their parents to get married.
no, if the couple.
So I will say this is kind of a hybrid or semi-love.
It's like
So
a
you are
twist.
you fell in love, and then you have to have a consent, because sometimes what happens, I'm in love with you,
Mhm.
but my parents are saying no.
Who's
I'm
Stacy?
not. No, I'm just giving examples. So my parents are saying no.
I'm just
I don't
joking.
agree with that. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of incidents that.
Well, that
I'm just giving examples. So my parents are saying no.
I'm just
I don't
joking.
agree with that. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of incidents that.
well that happens in North America
No, no,
quite
yeah.
often,
I think Romeo
right?
and Juliet has the
Like
same issue.
the
right?
couple who
Hey.
ma-
Romeo and Juliet has the same.
Romeo and Juliet had the same thing.
like she
Yeah.
already booked an appointment for you and you cancelled it suddenly.
Yeah, because I was
he
kind
was
of
shy.
not like.
I had on it so good. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so professional. Yeah.
She's the best.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
see, we can.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hey, so nice to see you all. She says,
Stacy can come there.
it's okay. I'm right here.
yeah.
I'm right here.
Peekaboo.
They want to see you. They see me enough.
Okay.
Okay.
What else? Anybody have any questions? Any other questions? I thought that was an interesting one from.
And one
What
thing
is-
I would like to mention that fortunately, I did not like face anything like dowry and
Oh, dowry
yeah.
is the one of the questions.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it happens. It happens. Like we have
I
a
didn't.
kind of culture.
She didn't have any job at that moment of time, so they just fixed up everything. They're going to get married, and at that point of time, he got her job, and the groom, what is it called, like grooms or what
Groups ready.
relatives, they
Our
demanded
parents.
like some expensive gifts,
Like dowry.
like dowry.
Okay, so the
And when she got the job, they deduct their like
Portion of
portion
dowry
of
amount.
dowry. Yeah.
So this is just
Isn't it so funny? Like before, let's say before they demanded like $20,000, okay, and when she got job, they said okay, you don't have to give. And at that point of time, he got her job, and the groom, what is it called, like grooms or what
Groups ready.
relatives, they
Our
demanded
parents.
like some expensive gifts,
Like dowry.
like dowry.
okay, so the
And when she got the job, they deduct their like
Portion of
portion of
amount.
dowry. Yeah.
So this is just
Isn't it so funny? Like before, let's say before they demanded like $20,000, okay, and when she got job, they said okay, you don't have to give us like 20,000. Yeah, you can give us like 10,000 because she got a job, so she can
Oh.
pay rest of
oh, so
her life.
she
yeah.
wasn't as much of a burden, or what?
Yeah, but like in our country, burden for the unmarried girl, they
Lots
treat
of
it as
families
a
things are
they-
their
they're
burden.
they're such a burden, or they're unproductive. They're
Oh, so
kind
as soon
of
as she got a job,
Yeah.
then she wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like even if we talk about dowry, or even if we talk about like child marriage or early age marriage, the government has put a lot of acts to make sure like they are not doing the mistakes or kind of crime, because we have a Child Marriage Act, which is called Child Marriage Restraint Act, I think.
restraint.
Okay.
So if you marry a child which is below 18 years old for female, or 21 years old for male, you will be penalized with 2 years of imprisonment
Oh, wow.
and $50,000, not $50,000, in our currency 50,000.
Yeah.
So it's around like
What was it?
600 US dollars.
50,000. What do you call your dollars?
Oh, it's
Taka.
Taka.
Right.
So it will be roughly around 600 US dollar, or maybe 650 or 70
But
Canadian
fifteen
dollars.
thousand
But that's a
taka
good
is
amount of
like
money.
Yeah.
That's a
it's
good
a
amount.
big
Well, when you
amount
think
for in
that's
our
$5 a day for to
Exactly.
get you
Yeah.
get $5 a day for work.
The thing
Right.
is that you're going into
It's
prison.
a lot
for,
of days of
You're
work.
going into prison for 2 years. Right?
Yeah.
So,
and the prison is like terrible.
but like it's very hard to do those implement those kind of act, because
So Wendy has a couple. Two questions. How many people were in your wedding,
Oh,
and
that's huge.
or were at your wedding?
Okay.
And have you met many Bangladeshi people in Canada?
Okay, from our side, like we have so many rituals. You have seen all the rituals,
Oh my
right?
God.
So our wedding took like almost 10 days.
I don't know. It was like 6 full days of stuff.
Six
Yeah.
stuffs, yeah. In
And I think you started before we even
Yeah.
got there.
So
yeah.
mainly we have haldi night, like the main wedding ceremony, and then reception. But we did so many things. So there is like so many rituals, but ours is like more different from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it changes.
Even I
from-
didn't know anything. When I got their home, I was like wondering, what's this? Like I shared with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most of the thing was like unknown for me, and there were almost 400 or more than that people attended in our
Like in my village.
no, in our like
In
wedding
our
party.
wedding?
Yeah, from
Yeah,
their
most
side
probably,
there
yeah.
were 70 peoples, right?
Oh, we actually what
Wrong
we
side.
do.
Which part are you counting?
No.
Like, are you counting all 6 days?
No,
or
no, 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 just
piece?
one day, one
Like
day.
the
Like
the
the
day that
wedding
we
day.
went to select.
Yeah, like the wedding day.
So
Yeah.
because one of them is like it's invitation and you're having food, so that's a different thing. And
Yeah,
also like
'cause-
many relatives comes to our place, that's also a different thing.
Different things.
And also when I went to her place to marry her,
Mm-hmm.
then almost 50 or 70 people
70
that came
people
Came
from,
with you,
from
yeah,
from
including
his
you,
side.
right?
Yeah.
So
70 people, and from my side it was close to 350.
So there you go,
All
Wendy. There's
together,
about 450
400 or more
people.
than that.
yeah.
And in the reception there were almost how many people? I'm not certain.
In the reception is almost like in my reception is almost like same
I
amount.
think
maybe.
you told me you were gonna feed about
600.
600.
600.
Yeah.
So altogether 1,000.
Because
or
it's
more than
it's,
that.
it's,
Jeez.
it's a very attached thing in our country. Like
Yeah.
if we don't invite people
People
get
get
very
hurt.
sad.
Yeah.
And they get hurt because it's one of the biggest celebrations
Celebration.
in my life,
Yeah.
and I'm not inviting them. So it's kind of
Everyone
emotional
expecting
thing.
that okay they're gonna
Yeah.
invite
So
us.
we
Yeah.
try to invite as many as we can,
We
as,
can
as
afford.
much as we can afford.
Yeah.
We try to do our best.
The other thing before, and we'll answer her other question, is how many people, have you met many people from Bangladesh here in Canada?
Yeah, we do have a community, a small community here in Canada, and
Even in our city. Yeah.
in our city in Regina, not like in whole Canada there is so many peoples, but in Regina we have communities called Bangladeshi
Yeah.
community.
So we have
So-
roughly around maybe 1,000 people
1,000
here.
people here from our
Really?
back home. Yeah.
Thousands.
From our
Because
back
like
home, from
almost
Bangladesh.
5-7 years ago I heard that there is
You can
roughly
find so
around
many
300
students as
families or
well.
something, but I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm guessing it's more than 1,000 more.
Oh, here's Wendy's. She says, I love spicy food.
Oh,
What is a good dish you would recommend from your culture?
must be mutton curry mutton curry or chicken curry or biryani. Biryani is not our ethnic food. It comes from Indian food, but we do like biryani.
We just had that the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of our food actually came from different countries.
Different country.
Like Afghan, Pakistan, Indian. It's kind of a mix. If you go in any South Asian countries, the whole subcontinent is kind of mixed up. So we don't have, I will not say I have a ethnic food.
No, we
we
do have ethnic food like
Yeah, you do.
khichdi.
But
It's our
those are
ethnic
very
food.
different things.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find them
Find
in the
out,
restaurants.
yeah.
And what I found interesting is, Pooja, you like your food even spicier than Demon.
Yes. yes.
Oh, I'm like
Just give you
So
example.
crazy.
Just I want to give you a kind of theoretical example that, like in terms of hotness in chili,
it's, yeah.
like typically the bell pepper we have or sweet pepper we call it.
Sweet pepper.
There's a
black
unit.
pepper,
There's
not
a
sweet
unit
pepper.
of hotness. It's called S8U, which is Scoville heat unit. So in the sweet pepper or bell pepper, whatever you call it, or maybe Mamma Mia, Giallo, and those peppers,
Yeah.
you have a hotness of around, I would say 50 to 100. And the chilies we eat, which are like 500,000 to 700,000. Sometimes it's 200,000, sometimes it's like 100,000. But she likes Thai chili, which is very hot, like Kung Pao and all other chilies. And those are roughly around 200 to 250,000. Where your peppers are 50 to 100 just.
Oh my god.
Right? But if we don't eat those peppers, because those are like our cucumber.
Yeah. It's like our cucumber.
But to be honest, he doesn't like any spicy things.
Because our family used to
Yeah.
have a less
Yeah.
spice than he.
But
our
I
family.
do, yeah.
Well, and you told your family before I came, even like because they would make things less spicy for
Less
me
for
because
you,
of
yeah.
my Canadian tummy.
Yeah.
I like spicy food. Okay, so Wendy. Okay.
Yeah,
so
but
I
if,
would say
if you go in any Indian
Restaurant?
restaurant,
go for
try-
the butter chicken.
try
mutton
butter
curry.
chicken is
Oh,
very
no, that
yummy.
was Fur Father that asked that. Sorry, I
So-
thought it was Wendy because she
Okay.
likes. Wow, your spicy is on a whole different level.
Yeah,
Yes, it
it's
is.
a whole different level.
You can't tolerate it, Wendy.
Oh.
It's too much, and I eat every day like at least two or three pieces.
And also what she does, she puts the green chili, hot chili into the curry, make it, is very hot.
I also put
On
some
top-
powdered chilies.
On top, when she eats those curries with rice, she takes another green chili in her hand, so she can
As a
add
side-
it. It's a supplementary.
Supplementary. Yeah.
So it's in a different level.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Side as a
Yeah.
side dish.
And this time we are doing gardening in our balcony, and for her, I bought 3 different extreme chili plants, which are ghost
But
pepper.
I think I would not able to get this
Carolina
like the
Reaper?
whole one. It's
Which-
so hot. No, I can't.
Those are 1.2
No, I
million,
can't.
1 million Scoville.
Yeah. No, I can't.
But
To be
you
honest.
should try
I
it.
can have a bite, but the bite will be worst.
But you should try it.
It'll make your mouth numb.
Yeah. And
I
the
saw
people-
your garden. I was going to ask. Oh,
Oh.
you can see the garden back there?
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
See, Dimon? Hey, see the garden.
Yeah, we should take it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are growing a lot of things
So-
there. Chili, we are doing eggplants, we are doing cucumber, we are doing potato, we are doing lots of spinach and lots of flowers.
And how about bell pepper? Would you?
We tried bell pepper as well because sometimes she makes a lot of
Chinese food like fried rice. Yeah.
So then we put bell pepper in it, yeah,
Star vegetables. So yeah.
as a salad.
As a salad. How about when they were cooking at your mom's house when we were first there,
Yeah.
and you should I don't know, I should put the picture of the kitchen because that was super interesting because it was just the hole in the ground. They had the fire going, right?
Yeah.
And we were all sitting on the ground and the smoke in there
Yeah.
was hard.
Yeah.
But then they were cooking with the chili and like my eyes were watering.
Yeah.
I wasn't even eating it, but my eyes were watering.
How
And
about the temperature?
the demon was doing that. And I thought, man, if
Like
demons do that, I don't
like
even
the
want to
weather
touch it.
was like the weather was hot. He was having hot food.
Yeah.
And it was smoky. So think the situation.
Everything
Oh.
actually mixed up, yeah.
Yeah, everything messed up. Yeah.
Mixed up, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was something.
Yeah. Oh, one thing to mention, like we
Oh,
discussed
so-
about the dowry things, and just to mention that I didn't take dowry.
Yeah, let's
So
get
they-
that straight.
They saved a lot of money.
Ema,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And nowadays, a lot of.
See, if you ask me about the dowry, you might be rejected for the third time.
Yeah.
You were in the same
Yeah.
shoes, right?
Yeah, so nowadays a lot of people actually not taking dowry. People are getting educated, people are getting literated, and people are it's an extra burden to like bride's family. People are understanding that, and yeah, maybe in next 30 years it'll be
So people
vanished.
are changing their minds.
Okay, Fur
right?
Father says, so I'm coming to Canada. I have to meet you all.
Oh,
You had me at Spicy.
you are more than welcome.
Oh, we'd love
Father.
to have you. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome, yeah. Okay.
Instead of next year for sure.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, I can still go this year, maybe, you know.
This year maybe we can try in August, but
August,
still I'm
end
not
of
very
August,
comfortable
yeah.
though.
Yeah, wait
Because
to
at the
see
end
how
of
You
the
the
have to be
day-
show is.
comfortable first, right?
Yeah, because
These
at the
are
end of the
main
day,
priority.
if I driving and maybe I'm started having pain and I cannot just stop and sit, right? And
I
you
cannot.
can drive on
No
highway.
way. No, I can't.
Pooch has been practicing your driving, though. You'll have your license soon. You're doing good.
So bad in driving.
You did good the other night.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully
Um,
she will get the license this year. Yeah.
I think
It's
the,
my bad. Like,
most-
I should have got it like 2 years ago. I didn't.
well,
It's okay.
yeah, it's okay. Do it on
But
your
I
own
have to
time.
buy like.
What kind of fish do you have?
We have all the cichlids. We have parrots. We have yellow loach. We have, what is it called? This one?
This is called sunshine peacock.
Sunshine peacock. And we have different kind of
We
fishes.
have OB peacock. We have salvini. We
Salvini.
have pictus catfish.
We have sucker fish.
suckerfish, which is called Plecostomas. We
Pleco.
have parrot. We have sunshine. We have
Oh,
yo-yo
as far as it
roach.
goes.
Yeah.
We have red-tailed shark. We have frontosa.
He knows
have-
I'm doing my job, so we cannot live for a while, right? And I cannot stay without him.
Yeah,
No, it's quite
that's a
impossible.
challenge,
So
yeah,
it's
I
a
know.
challenge. Many people, people sometimes they face some inconvenient situation for that, and so
Like lots of people, they
I
prefer
don't-
to go back home, so they will be with their family.
yeah.
But now, actually, like the government of Canada has a different they have lots of
Restriction,
different programs,
yeah.
so you can
yeah.
bring your parents with
For
super visa,
super visa or
so they can stay here almost 10 years.
yeah.
So you
Through
can bring-
super
yeah,
visa,
through
like
super
the
visa.
wow.
And it's very like kind of guaranteed visa.
Is it just your parents? Or could
No.
Koshik and Ruma
No,
come?
no,
No, just only a parent.
Yeah, it has to be like your
His
parents,
mom,
yeah.
his dad, or mine,
or her mom. or
Okay.
her.
or mine.
So,
So,
so
yeah.
like lots of people, they prefer to go back home because they can have their family, they can take care. Because here,
My
only
mother-in-law, she always asks me, "Oh, would you come to? Would you like to come up there and stay with me?
Yeah.
So you're gonna take care of you
Because like
and
in
your
our
child."
tradition and culture, typically, even after the marriage, the groom actually come back to their parents' home when they're doing the delivery, so they can kind of feel more comfortable. Because at the end of the day, you're with your own parents, right? Maybe you have your mother-in-law, but your mother-in-law is not same as your own
Right.
mother, right?
Yeah, of course.
So they are feeling more comfortable. So lots of even my sisters, I have 4 sisters, almost everyone came back, like during the time of delivery. So they can get the delivery, having like get the kid raised for like 4 or 5 months, 6 months, and they can go back.
Oh, wow.
Even though one of her sisters, she stayed a year,
Almost, yeah.
almost a year with her mom.
Oh, who's that?
Just because
was
of-
that Benita?
No,
Oh.
Shubham.
Okay, Siobhan.
Yeah,
So it's all about
She stayed,
preference. It's
yeah.
all about preference,
yeah.
and like, yeah.
Yeah, that family tie. Like,
The family tie is
Oh,
extreme in
it's-
our country.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's extreme. And we have like one thing is not, I think here in Canada is it's extinct, I think, which is called joint family.
joined
family. So you even don't know the word, I think, right?
No.
Well,
Like everyone
extended family.
extended kind of.
ex-
All everyone like stay together like us.
So, like for example, my dad. Let's say my dad and his 4 brothers are living together. When they have, everyone has like 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So they are living together. They are cooking together. They
Yeah.
are eating together. They are doing everything together
Under the same roof.
under the same roof.
Oof.
So that's we call it joint family. Maybe you call it extended.
No,
it's a
that's,
different thing, right?
that'd be joint.
They join, but nowadays it's very uncommon in our country.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very common.
La
My
para de
one of my
Cristi.
brother-in-law, they are like that. Even still they are like that. And my second sister, they are still living as a joint
Okay.
family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, any of your family or friends planning to come to Canada to live? Like family member, not really. From my side, I asked my brother so many times. He is not really interested because he has a good job at our back home, and her wife is a doctor. So they prefer to stay there. And from his side, like
Everyone is kind of settled. They
settle
have their
down up
kids.
there, yeah.
Maybe they can come here just for visit, but they cannot
Stay there,
Yeah,
yeah.
stay here.
Yeah.
I wish Koshik and Ruma would come.
No, they are well settled
they-
there because
Yeah.
my brother actually got promotion as a manager in the
Yeah.
bank. So,
he is like settled down, so now I'm gonna
and
come
also
and
another
stay
thing
there.
is like my father and my mother, someone has to take care of them, right? Because
Yeah.
we don't have kind of old age home in our country,
Right.
and we don't prefer that. We want to actually serve them till they die.
Yeah.
So so that's actually another attachment, emotional attachment we have. So that's a different thing.
Yeah,
Sharing. Aw.
and we're hoping we'll see you soon.
Yeah, come on up here. Bring your
Yeah.
beautiful wife with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're coming in
I have
Toronto,
to
it will
go.
take
Thank
only
you
3
for
hours
all
from there, right?
experience. It
Roughly,
was nice
from Toronto
meeting
to
you.
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so father wants to go. So we really appreciate you for your support. And would you like to say something?
Yes. Thank you so much. And he's the moderator, right?
Yeah, he was the moderator.
Yeah, thank you so much for moderating this live.
Yeah.
And
Come here.
most probably we will see you soon. We will talk soon. And when you're coming to Canada, please visit our place in Saskatchewan. It's only 3 hours from Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll,
3-hour flight.
3-hour flights. Yeah.
I will cook some food for you as you.
Not spicy.
Not spicy though.
He likes spicy, he said. Not
Yeah.
your spicy,
Yeah.
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 Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so much,
helping.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
Appreciate
much.
it. Have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good night. Bye bye. Take care.
People sometimes think that we don't have a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
And people love people with emotions. And this is true in every country. It's like if some person actually cries, shows empathy, and
To
she
others.
feels it. Like you are crying because you can feel it, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, why you will cry?
Yeah.
Right? So
You
it means
didn't
those
feel
people are
anything,
good people
Viman?
with good hearts.
Diman, you didn't feel anything. That's why you did.
Because I cried internally, right?
Name. Gopal.
Gopal,
He
yeah.
came over and grabbed me and he pulled me over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, oh my God, I saw this on YouTube. Right? And then so I'm taking the video and I was okay until your dad
Yeah.
went, whoa!
We have a large goal and we will see. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck off. What's that? How do I pronounce it?
Fuck off.
Fukov? Okay. Hey, Fukov. It's interesting. It sounds like, oh.
Yeah, I think they meant it to
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. So good to see you. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
be. He likes the fuck off, yeah. There's some really good names out there.
Yeah,
People are
it's
so
interesting.
creative, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Into their homes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
come for cha, come for
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah. Chai.
Oh,
Your most favorite chai.
oh, it was.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. Yeah.